Hi, it's Sandi Masori from Balloon Utopia, Market with Balloons, and today I'm going to show you how to make a, well, I don't actually have a name for this. It's a column that has little balls on it, you see? And the way that we do that, I've already shown you how to make a column. If you haven't seen it, you can go search for the video. But the way that we do that is in the quad, when we're making the column, we replace one or two of the balloons with the linky balloons, that is the balloons that have the extra tail on them. And so all we're going to do is take our 5-inch balloons and just simply tie them onto the linky balloons. And I usually knot them a couple of times to make sure that when I cut off the ends, when I cut off the tails to make it all clean looking, that it's not, that it doesn't leak or anything like that. So I usually do it a couple of times. So basically all you're going to do is you just kind of go around, and I'm doing this in a red-blue pattern. And I'm kind of short, so that's why I'm doing it on the ground rather than putting it up on the column and then doing it. I can't reach the top if I do it that way. So anyways, as you can see, let's see, I'll pick this up so that you can see. Oops, put that one in the wrong place. Like I said, you got to watch your pattern. But anyway, so you can see here kind of what I'm doing. And we're going to pause it, I'll finish up the rest, and then I'll show you the next step, which is when I put the column up on. Okay, so here we go. We got all of our balls tied onto our linky balloons. And so now what I'm going to do, I made this column on a 260, and so now I'm going to put it on the pole. It just transports easier this way. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here to the bottom, and I'm just going to kind of slightly pull the balloons apart and just kind of push them on, just like this. And then when I'm done, I'll check and make sure that, that my pattern is still in place. Okay, and you see I'm short, so I'm going to have to lean this down here. Okay, and then once we have those all on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 260, here we go, and I'm going to cut it in half, and okay, yeah, I know, I'll fix it. I can't get up there right now. So I'm going to take a 260 and I'm going to cut it in half, and I'm going to, in 3 places, so on the bottom down here, I'm going to tie the string to the pole. So that's one place. And then the second place I'm going to do it is right here in the middle. So again, I'm going to tie that 260 to the pole. Okay, and now let's bring this down a little bit here. There. Okay, and now right underneath the second cluster from the top, I'm going to tie it to the pole also. Don't worry about this top one. This top one will settle down once I put the 3-footer. Okay, so there, I'm going to tie that one. Okay, so now I'm going to put my 3-footer. This is the top of our column, this big giant balloon here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in here, and then you see I have a 260 tied onto it. I'm going to separate the 2 pieces of the 260. So I'm going to put one down one side and one down the other, and I'm going to stretch it down to below the second quad. I don't know if you can get in here and see what I'm doing here. Below the second quad. And then what I do is I crisscross the 260 and tie it. Okay, so I crisscross it around the pole first and tie it. Then I bring it down underneath the 3rd quad, and I do the same thing again. And this is going to put that 3-footer on so that it's really tight, so that it's got equal pull from both sides, so it won't kind of bounce off to one side or the other. And so even if people touch it or want to look at it, it's very, very stable. It's not going anywhere. So let me just put this in here, and then I'll go through off camera and cut off all these nozzles here. But basically, just so you see, it's really just pull them out and snip them off. That's it. So that cleans it up and makes it look nice. And here we have a really fun a little volley column.